inviting me into your home, or at least your television. Hey, nice place. I'm Bitsy, Bitsy Video Sitter. I'm here to share with you and talk about special things. Very special things. Like dinosaurs.
Welcome to the headquarters of the National Chronographic Society, publishers of the ultra-famous National Chronographic Datazine. We are currently working on a special issue called Dinosaur Safari, Dinosaurs of the Mesozoic Era. Your job is to collect data crystals of dinosaurs and other extinct reptiles for this special issue. Perhaps you would like a tour of the building.
This is not done on Windows XP. This is emulated on VMware or Microsoft Virtual PC. I had issues with sound with Microsoft Virtual PC, but this is on VMware. And there is, you see that blue line right there, how it kind of slowly trickles up to the crystal? That's like a graphical bug, I guess. That's the one difference that I noticed from the original, like playing it on Windows 95 or Windows XP, that it would be more fluid.
"90% of the murders solved in the United States are solved within the first 6 hours. This is the premise for solving Sam Rupert. You have exactly 6 hours to solve this crime. A clock in the upper right corner of your screen keeps track of the time you have left. Every step of your investigation will take a certain number of minutes. Periodically, someone from headquarters will warn you as well. You must pick your way through the investigation carefully. Be sure not to waste time, or the murderer may escape your grasp. The murder must be solved in 2 stages. The first stage, which you're looking at, provides all the major facts, details, and forensic tests available to you as detective. Report of the murder can be played as many times as you'd like. It provides the basic facts of the case and is narrated by your assistant, Lucy Farewell, who has arrived at the scene of the crime early. This is the only free component of the game. You may want to refer back to it to refresh your thinking or review the facts again. The crime scene, complete with corpse, has been left by the crime scene team for your examination. You can click on any object on the screen for a closer look. You can also execute a number of forensic exams on any object. 8 Likely Suspects is a place where you can find out more about those closest to the victim, what they were doing last night at the estimated time of death, and what their suspicions are. The interviews were conducted and videotaped by Lucy. The restaurant provides a layout of both floors of Sam Rupert's. Lucy and the crime scene team are going over it right now. By the time you start detecting, they should have found some more clues. Click on any room for a report of what's been found. Other sources are available for your examination. You can examine Sam Rupert's daily diary to find out what the deceased did on the last day of his life and compare it with what you have learned. You can access the phone records to Sam Rupert's private office line and find out who he talked to. The Guide to Vintage Wines may provide useful information about the missing and opened bottles. The autopsy report can provide exact cause of death. And finally, you can access non-testimonial evidence where you'll get a judge's permission to fingerprint and blood type all the major suspects and compare results with clues you have found. In alibis, you can access Lucy Farewell's report on each suspect's alibi. Once you have narrowed down the suspects, you are allowed to interview 3 of them in more depth. But before you can do this, the press is demanding a press conference. You agree to 10 questions. After you've answered them and gotten 7 correct, you can advance to identifying your final interviewees. You can interview 1, 2, or 3 suspects to collect the final pieces of your case. They do not have to include the murderer. After all, any one of them may provide the crucial clue that solves the murder. When you've figured out who done it, you can proceed to the warrant application. There you will have to fill out an application for a warrant to arrest your suspect. The judge may grant your warrant, or she may deny it. It depends on the strength of your application. Wherever you are in the game, when there are 30 minutes remaining, you will automatically default to the press conference. If you complete it successfully, you can use your remaining 20 minutes to file a warrant application. Once you have a warrant, the arrest proceeds automatically. You may be correct, or you may be dead wrong. This is where you find out. If you still have 20 minutes left, you can try again. Even an incorrect arrest will teach you something. At any point in the game, you can access help for a further explanation. Good luck! Start any time by pressing Begin Investigation.
Here are some crime-solving hints. Since you only have 6 hours to find your murderer, you must use every minute wisely. Pay close attention to details. No clue is too small to consider. As you accumulate facts, try to eliminate suspects. Although it takes some time, it is a good idea to interview everyone. How somebody says something may be as important as what they say. Be on the lookout for a suspect who reveals something they shouldn't know. Thorough detective work will give you a more complete picture of Sam Rupert's life in general and the murder itself. Remember to review your notes frequently. Make sure to take a last look before calling your press conference. The press can ask tough questions.
The victim's name is Sam Rupert. Male Caucasian, age 41, height approximately 6'1" and weight approximately 180 pounds. He owns an extremely fancy restaurant in Alameda Canyon called Sam's. It's got great food, but it's particularly famous for its wine cellar. That's where the body was found. It was early this morning before anyone else was in. The cleaning lady discovered him at around 6:15. She called it in a few minutes later. There's a setup in the wine cellar for wine tastings, fancy dinners, that sort of thing. That's where he was, right next to the dining table down there.
Welcome to the adventure of Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia, a journey into knowledge. I'm Patrick Stewart, and I'm here to guide you on a personal tour through this powerful, yet easy-to-use multimedia universe of information. This is the encyclopedia's main screen, or the tableau screen. The 3 windows are called viewers. The large viewer on the right is where articles appear. Beside it is the multimedia viewer for displaying pictures, animations, and video clips. The row of buttons is called the path bar. Each button opens an exciting pathway into the encyclopedia, such as the atlas or the timeline. When you click on a path button, the path appears in the bottom window, the Path Viewer. Each of the paths offers dynamic tools for research and exploration. Each viewer window has a button marked Full Screen, allowing you to click to full magnification at any time. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find the Message bar. As you move the cursor around the screen, messages appear here, explaining exactly what the cursor is on. If at any time you desire additional help, click on the Explain button next to the Message bar. The cursor will become a question mark. Move it over anything you want to know about. Click again. You will immediately hear a brief explanation, or I'll appear to assist you. I particularly like that feature. I thank you for briefly exploring this powerful, interactive wonder with me. Now, go, explore, and enjoy. The adventure is yours.